There is nothing to do, just be. Do nothing, be. No climbing mountains and sitting in caves. I do not even say, be yourself, since you do not know yourself. Just be. Having seen that you are neither the outer world of perceivables, nor the inner world of thinkables, that you are neither body nor mind, just be. There are no steps to self-realization. There is nothing gradual about it. It happens suddenly and is irreversible. You rotate into a new dimension, seen from which the previous ones are mere abstractions. Just like on sunrise, you see things as they are. So on self-realization, you see everything as it is. The world of illusions is left behind. There can be progress only in the preparation, sadhana. Realization is sudden. The fruit ripens slowly, but falls suddenly and without return. You will recognize that you have returned to your natural state by a complete absence of all desire and fear. After all, at the root of all desire and fear is the feeling of not being what you are. Just as a dislocated joint pains only as long as it is out of shape and is forgotten as soon as it is set right, so is all self-concern a symptom of mental distortion, which disappears as soon as one is in the normal state. Hold on to the sense, I am, to the exclusion of everything else. When thus the mind becomes completely silent, it shines with a new light and vibrates with new knowledge. It all comes spontaneously. You need only hold on to the I am. Just like emerging from sleep or a state of rapture, you feel rested, and yet you cannot explain why and how you come to feel so well. In the same way, on realization, you feel complete, fulfilled, free from the pleasure-pain complex, and yet not always able to explain what happened, why and how. You can put it only in negative terms. Nothing is wrong with me any longer. Don't try to convey it to others. If you can, it is not the real thing. Be silent and watch it expressing itself in action. How can anybody tell you what you shall become when there is no becoming? You merely discover what you are. All molding oneself to a pattern is a grievous waste of time. Think neither of the past nor of the future. Just be. Changes are inevitable in the changeful, but you are not subject to them. You are the changeless background against which changes are perceived. If you watch carefully, you will find that even your daily consciousness is in flashes, with gaps intervening all the time. What is in the gaps? What can there be but your real being that is timeless? Mind and mindlessness are one to it. The only proper place is within. The outer world neither can help you nor hinder. No system, no pattern of action will take you to your goal. Give up all working for a future. Concentrate totally on the now, and be concerned only with your response to every movement of life as it happens. If you are earnest, you will find that in the end, you will get fed up with roaming and regret the waste of energy and time. To find yourself, you need not take a single step. There can be no experience of the Absolute, as it is beyond all experience. On the other hand, the Self is the experiencing factor in every experience, and thus, in a way, validates the multiplicity of experiences. The world may be full of things of great value, but if there is nobody to buy them, they have no price. The Absolute contains everything experienceable, but without the experiencer, they are as nothing. That which makes the experience possible is the Absolute. That which makes it actual is the Self. There can be no experience without desire for it. There can be gradation between desires, but between the most sublime desire and the freedom from all desire, there's an abyss which must be crossed. The unreal may look real, but it is transient. The real is not afraid of time. To the real, the unreal is not. It appears to be real only because you believe in it. Doubt it, and it ceases. When you are in love with somebody, you give it reality. You imagine your love to be all-powerful and everlasting. When it comes to an end, you say, "I thought it was real," but it wasn't. Transiency is the best proof of unreality. What is limited in time and space, and applicable to one person only, is not real. The real is for all and forever. Above everything else, you cherish yourself. You would accept nothing in exchange for your existence. The desire to be is the strongest of all desires, and will go only on the realization of your true nature. When the sun shines, colors appear. When it sets, they disappear. Where are the colors without the light? All thinking is in duality. In identity, no thought survives. You must unlearn everything. God is the end of all desire and knowledge. All desires must be given up, because by desiring, you take the shape of your desires. When no desire remains, you revert to your natural state. You cannot know perfection. You can know only imperfection. For knowledge to be, there must be separation and disharmony. You can know what you are not, but you cannot know your real being. You can be only what you are. The entire approach is through understanding, which is in the seeing of the false as false. But to understand, you must observe from the outside. There can be no knowledge of the unmanifested. The potential is unknowable. Only the actual can be known. The knower knows the known. Do you know the knower? Who is the knower of the knower? You want to know the unmanifested. Can you say you know the manifested? The total is open and available, but you will not take it. You are attached to the little person you think yourself to be. Your desires are narrow, your ambitions petty. After all, without a center of perception, where would be the manifested? Unperceived, the manifested is as good as the unmanifested. And you are the perceiving point, the non-dimensional source of all dimensions. Know yourself as the total. There is enough space in a point for an infinity of universes. There is no lack of capacity. Self-limitation is the only problem. But you cannot run away from yourself. However far you go, you come back to yourself and to the need of understanding this point, which is as nothing and yet the source of everything. You create the world and then worry about it. Becoming selfish makes you weak. No need of practice, no need of any acts of renunciation. Just turn your mind away, that is all. Desire is merely the fixation of the mind on an idea. Get it out of its groove by denying it attention. Whatever may be the desire or fear, don't dwell upon it. Try and see for yourself. Here and there you may forget. It does not matter. Go back to your attempts till the brushing away of every desire and fear, of every reaction, becomes automatic. You can have all the emotions you want, but beware of reactions, of induced emotions. Be entirely self-determined and ruled from within, not from without. Merely giving up a thing to secure a better one is not true relinquishment. Give it up because you see its valuelessness. You have to give up everything to know that you need nothing, not even your body. Your needs are unreal, and your efforts are meaningless. You imagine that your possessions protect you. In reality, they make you vulnerable. Realize yourself as away from all that can be pointed at as this or that. You are unreachable by any sensory experience or verbal construction. Turn away from them Refuse to impersonate. You must keep it in mind and ponder over it and try to understand the state of mind which makes me say what I say. I speak from truth. Stretch your hand and take it. You are not what you think yourself to be, I assure you. The image you have of yourself is made up from memories and is purely accidental. You have never been, nor shall ever be, a person. Refuse to consider yourself as one. But as long as you do not even doubt yourself to be a Mr. So-and-so, there is little hope. When you refuse to open your eyes, what can you be shown? You are already perfect, here and now. You imagine yourself to be what you are not. Stop it. It is the cessation that is important, not what you are going to stop. Nothing compels. You are as you believe yourself to be. Stop believing. Nothing compels me. I do what needs doing. But you do so many unnecessary things. It is your refusal to examine that creates karma. It is the indifference to your own suffering that perpetuates it. Leave it all behind you. Forget it. Go forth, unburdened with ideas and beliefs. Abandon all verbal structures, all relative truth, all tangible objectives. The absolute can be reached by absolute devotion only. Don't be half-hearted. The real is simple, open, clear, kind, beautiful, and joyous. It is completely free of contradictions. It is ever new, ever fresh, endlessly creative. Being and non-being, life and death, all distinctions merge in it. The mind is what it thinks. To make it true, think true. In reality, there is only perception. The perceiver and the perceived are conceptual. The fact of perceiving is actual. The absolute is the birthplace of perceiving. It makes perception possible. But too much analysis leads you nowhere. There is in you the core of being, which is beyond analysis, beyond the mind. You can know it in action only. Express it in daily life, and its light will grow ever brighter. The legitimate function of the mind is to tell you what is not. But if you want positive knowledge, you must go beyond the mind. In the entire universe, is there one single thing of value? Yes, the power of love. The goal is shown by the guru. Obstacles are discovered by the disciple. The guru has no preferences, but those who have obstacles to overcome seem to be lagging behind. In reality, the disciple is not different from the guru. He is the same dimensionless center of perception and love in action. It is only his imagination and self-identification with the imagined that encloses him and converts him into a person. The guru is concerned little with the person. His attention is on the inner watcher. It is the task of the watcher to understand and thereby eliminate the person. While there is grace on one side, there must be dedication to the task on the other. The person is merely the result of a misunderstanding. In reality, there is no such thing. Feelings, thoughts, and actions race before the watcher in endless succession, leaving traces in the brain and creating an illusion of continuity. A reflection of the watcher in the mind creates the sense of I, and the person acquires an apparently independent existence. In reality, there is no person, only the watcher identifying himself with the I and the mine. The teacher tells the watcher, "You are not this. There is nothing of yours in this, except the little point of I am, which is the bridge between the watcher and his dream. I am this, I am that is dream, while pure I am has the stamp of reality on it." You have tasted so many things, all came to naught. Only the sense I am persisted, unchanged. Stay with the changeless among the changeful until you are able to go beyond.